Greetings, this is garthrs, the tireless adventurer, with a brand new series on Rimworld. Been playing this game for a couple of days, and Alpha 10 came out, and I was like, wow, they got this whole joy thing going on, which apparently is, for all intents and purposes, the happiness of the colonists. So I figured, you know, I've been enjoying this game, I've spent a lot of time playing it, so I'll go ahead and I'll just play it for you guys, and we can play along together. This is kind of like Dwarf Fortress, which is, in my opinion, a pretty solid game, so I'm definitely down with it. I think for this world, what we're going to do is we're going to create a new world, and I'm going to give it the seed adventure with an exclamation point. And I think the size, let's go with this one, which is just above middle. We'll go ahead and generate that world. Oh, that's not too shabby. A lot of cold, though. Adventure's obviously very cold. Let's look. I think I like it. I think I like it. Let's go ahead and finish it. I wish you could name it. Can I name it? Can't name it. Alright, so let's do a new colony. I'm going to go Cassandra Classic, and I'm just... because base builder here is... let's see. I usually have mouse overs. Where's my mouse over? The mouse overs are gone. But this is... I'm kind of new. So, you know, whatever. It'll be fun. It'll be fun and frustrating at the same time. This Phoebe base builder is kind of like the easy version, but if you crank up her difficulty, she can be just as brutal as the rest of them. And this guy... literally random, he'll just throw whatever at you, and a lot of times it's crazy. I tried it and I didn't do very good, so let's just go back to Cassandra Classic, which is pretty much the middle of the road, and we'll go with Rough, which is pretty much the middle of the road, and let's go into this. Now I said Naya Hexes. These are some other worlds that me and the midget have been playing on, so let's go to this last one. Now, one thing that I've found that I like is access to marble. I also like a growing period that's pretty much like this. March to October. Oh, wow, that was pretty lucky right off the get-go. We only have slate and granite here. I'd like granite and marble at a minimum. And I like the mountains because it gives me lots of spaces, but we could even go to hills. Let's look. All right, there's marble, but there's no granite. Granite, slate, and marble. I like it. Pretty tame summer. I play in Fahrenheit. You can change it to Celsius, but I play in Fahrenheit. And it's actually pretty mild all year round. The average temperature is not too shabby. I think I like this one. Let's go to advanced for a second, because I don't like the medium world here. I like to step it up to the large, which is 300 by 300. It does make a pretty big map, but I like having lots of options for both, you know, enemies to come in and for me to branch out. So I like it. Let's start our growing period in March. Actually, let's go February, so we have some time to get set up. Now, the days are only like, or the months are only like 10 days long, I think. Now they changed it in Alpha 10. It was they were 12, but now they're 10. The hours in each day have been expanded a little bit. I think it went from 24,000 ticks per day to 30,000 ticks per day. So it's come up pretty good. And I want to make this just a little bit fun. But I don't want to make it impossible. So what I'm going to look for is somebody who's incapable of very few things, if none. But I would like each person to have one trait that kind of makes me frustrated. This person is 896 years old chronologically, but biologically they're only 14, which means they've been out of cryosleep for 14 years of almost 900. Bad luck. No thank you. Let's... oh, he can't put out fires, and he's got 2 negative traits. Forget about it. He's incapable of intellectual, trigger-happy psychopath. I think I like that one. Oh, and he's an awesome grower, too. And a pretty good miner. He's got a kind of a passion for growing, but he's got like a burning passion for social and artistic. So this is something we can have the psychopath do in his pastime. He can art. So we'll do growing for this guy. I like him. Male human colonist, and I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something that I probably should have done a long time ago, and I'm gonna start naming people. I'm gonna start naming these people off of my subscriber list for the most active. So let's do with the fans. So I'll go like there's a page in YouTube that actually allows me to go and see the interaction. The highest interaction is called engagement. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sort by engagement here, and the very first person that I have in this nickname. Is this the nickname I want to use? Let's try this one. This is the person who is #1 on my engagement, which obviously you can't change that one. So let's go with, because you can now, why isn't, oh, I know why, because I'm screwing it up. Is it this one? Daniels Oaf. Maybe this one? I can't change any of these. Why can't I change them? I can't change them. That's not fair. I can change them once we get in the game. That's what we'll do. We'll go right down the list. Alright, so this one is capable of intellectual, but pretty much incapable of everything else. So let's go. Iron-willed. He's afraid of fire. He's afraid of smart. He doesn't really have anything going for him, though. We already got a good grower in Daniels. This guy's pretty good social. We're going to need at least a cooking 6. So I'll tell you what, there you go. And capable of scary and cleaning, and he's a nudist. That's going to be fun. Alright, we'll go with that one as well. Now I got cooking and growing. I got medicine. I got social. I'm starting out pretty good here, except for the cleaning part. And construction. Look at this guy. Psychically dull. There's nothing negative here. We want something negative. Well, he can't craft, which is kind of important. We need a shooter. That's what we need. Let's go with a shooter. Whoever this person is, as long as he's not horrible, if he's got shooting passion, Slowpoke's not going to do me any good. I need a shooter that's got some legs on him. Careful shooter actually increases their aim. See, the tooltips are completely gone. I don't know why. Could be this last, this update that they just pushed out. That's going to be inconvenient, because I need tooltips. I'm still pretty new. Bloodlust, chemical interest. Oh yeah, that means they'll more likely to binge on alcohol. You know what? Let's go with this guy. I like him. I like him a lot. I like him a lot. Let's just stick with this. This usually takes a while to load, so I'll see you in game. Alright, so we are in game. Crypto sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping. Oh my god, no, we can make it to the tag. We click it, just a piece of shred falls. Bloom. I enjoy this. Alright, let's pause the game. I use the pause a lot. Alright, I forgot who our good shooter was. Let's rename him. Alright, the first person that we had was Daniels, who is gonna get a rename. Oh, right-clicky. Okay. So instead of Daniels, we're going to go Elderos 5. #1 on the engagement list. Elderos 5. Okay. And the second person, which is that one, Ryan, is Fuse MC. I don't know if you can use spaces, so I'm using underscores. And the next person on my engagement list is George Appleton. So that's what I'll go with. And if you're curious on how to get up on the... I don't think I can go that far. I might be able to. If you want to get up on the engagement list, you can do that by liking, sharing, and commenting. These are the people who do that the most for me. So they get high up on the engagement. Boom! You also get added to a Google Plus circles that I have called Top Fans. So if you want to know about that, there you go. And you can follow me on Google Plus and Twitter and all that crap. That stuff should be down in the description below. Alright, so our first shooter, our bestest shooter, I believe, is George Appleton. So let's give her the survival rifle. And our next one would be this Fuse, who is pretty bad. He's going to equip a pistol. And the remaining person with a melee of 2 is going to get the knife. The stabby, stabby knife. Let's grab those. And those. Let's look for where we're going to put our stuff. Oh my goodness. This doesn't look like mountains as much as it does hills. Not a lot going on here. No, oh well, look right here. Geothermal up there. You know what? Let's creep in right here. And let's start by putting down a couple of zones. We'll drop our stockpile right here. That's plenty good. And on the other side of it, we'll do our dumping stockpile. Do we have any rich soil around here? Here's some right here. Rich soil? No, that's gravel. That's not rich soil. We're looking for rich soil, which is this stuff right here. Looks like we don't have any of that over here. We have gravel. We got a whole bunch over here, but I want to walk forever. So I tell you what, let's just put it right here in the regular soil. We'll go 5x5, 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 and 5x5. And then in this last one, we'll come like this. No. Stop it. So let's do it this way. Growing. Okay, and then we can go up this way, and this way, and this way, and this way. Boom. Alright. So now, I got potatoes, corn, rice, strawberry, Zaragum, which is our medicine, and then we'll do one more growing zone right here. That's not what I wanted. Growing zone right here for cotton. Because I like growing cotton, so you can make your own stuff. I like making my own stuff. It makes me feel special. Alright, unpause. And while they pick up a few things and move things where they should, colonists need bed? God, needy. I'll just give them some sleeping spots for now. There we go. Perfect sleeping spots. And while they move some things around, let's sort our overview. I like manual priorities. It's very important to me. One of the things they've added in Alpha 10 is these little passion indicators. You can see the little flame right there. Double flame, single flame. I like putting people up now. They got a lot of passion. The highest score on the Warden is Fuse. So that's going to be his #1 job. And also, he's going to be #1 docketer, which kind of works out because the Warden deals with inmates and people you capture, as does the docketer. He can't fight fires, which I'm okay with, but he's also our cook. So let's do that. If he doesn't have any doctoring or wardening, he'll cook. And our grower, man, George has got a good one. He's #1. That's his primary job. His secondary job is going to be everybody's going to be a miner until we get done here. But his second job is going to be constructing. Or maybe we'll do Eldros. Eldros, you can be our builder. And he has a lot of passion for social, but it's not what I'm looking for. Everybody can flick. That's important. That's toggling switches. We don't need any art right now. We do need plant cutting. And we do need hauling. Cleaning is not very important, nor is that right now. I think that's pretty much everything. We don't need any hunting. We just need growing. That should do it. We got one constructor, which is Fuse, and we'll have him hauling when he's not cutting plants. Or when he's, cutting plants. Okay. We got a few miners. I'm gonna give a couple of mine orders just for right now. And this will bring us in here. Let's do that. Actually, let me cancel this. And this. I'm gonna do this just a little bit different. 4x5. 4x5. Now 4x5 is pretty much what you can give them where they won't have a cramped debuff. And that's kind of what I'm going for. No cramped debuff. I think that's good for now. We could totally do that. Yeah, that should do it. Okay, so let's turn the speed up a little bit. And they're cutting down trees and junk to plant. And Eldros is carrying stuff because he's awesome. We need to get him sleeping inside though, so let's go to structure, wood wall. And we'll just put a door in here. That should definitely help them out. Because they don't like sleeping outside. They don't like eating on the ground either, but I think it's pretty much the same debuff. Let's see what Eldros is thinking. This is the new needs screen. It's got the food, the mood, the rest, their joy, which has recently been ratcheted up a little bit. How beauty affects them, how comfortable they are, how spacious their exterior is, or their extremely low expectations. That's always good. New colony optimism. So he's got a total plus 30 going into his mood, which should keep him up pretty high. And then when they get tired, they should go sleep. So that'll be handled. Oh, speaking of that, we need to hook this overview up. There's 2 new tabs here: timetables and outfits. This is kind of like Prison Architect. So what I like to do is I like to make them wake up in the morning at 6. If you leave anything, they'll continue to sleep. If they're still tired, they'll continue to sleep. Then I give them an hour of joy. And then I give them another 4 hours of work. And then I give them anything for a while, actually. And then I come back here. So I get at least 10 hours out of the day of them actually working. And there's 24 hours in a day. So that should definitely make a difference. They will go to bed at that time that I listed here, which was 10 o'clock, basically. This is going well. Somebody's already got malaria or something. Scratch scar, gold gunshot, no injuries. Who threw up? Just, I'm over here working in the garden. I figured, you know, composting and all. I'll just go ahead and yak right here. It'll make everything beautiful. I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly. So I figure what we could do here is we could make our little kitchen area. Kitchen/dining room area. I'll build the dining room area out right here because I don't want to go completely inside here. That feels way too Dwarf Fortressy. So I think what I'm going to do is keep the bedrooms in here and build buildings for the rest of it, which we could totally do. I'll map out some more orders. Let me just go ahead and do that so they don't go any further than I need them to. Come in here and here, which will lead like that. Yeah, I think this will work. And then we can put the 9x9 refrigerator. Oh, that was perfect. Oh, no, it wasn't. That's all right. I'll build a wall right there. I will build a wall right there. Right there. Now, we're good. And we'll dig this out here in a minute. Oh, I need to do this. Okay. I don't want him digging it out just yet. Come on, Fuse. Dig faster. Let's claim some stuff. You hear that cat? Being a jerk. Got lots to haul, brother. Meds. Give me those meds. Steel. Well, that's one of the new changes. Before you had to like click each one individually or whatever, you know, to get that option. But they've added a lot of that. Like I can select this tree and chop it, or I can select this and haul it, or I can select this and cut it. I love the fact that they added that. So steel. Yeah, compacted steel. This should be slate, and this should be slate. I think marble is the white stuff, which is right here. No, that's compacted plasteel. I gotta stay away from that stuff. It takes forever to mine. Here's marble. Yep. Alright, it's 23-hour fuse. Go to bed. God, German cray-cray. Let's see if we can find any more meals around here that need to be picked up. I don't want to get too far away. There's some steel. Oh, yoink. There's some buffalo. We can hunt them guys and eat their flesh. I don't see any meals. There's lots of steel around here. Got a yoink yoink. There's a boom rat. When you kill a boom rat, it blows up. I did not know that. I mean, it should be fairly obvious because its name is Boom Rat. You know what? I didn't pick up on that though. I'm pretty thick sometimes. I shot it and it blew up. And I was like, what? What happened? I thought like a meteor hit me or something. And then I remembered the boom rats blow up. Man, there is not a lot on this map as far as goods. A lot of steel, though. And our hauler is going to be one busy bro. Yeah, pretty much everybody hauling right now. So let's change that. Let's change dudes to down the level. Because I know some of you... Oh, that's why. I want that. Mine first. Except for Fuse, actually. Is Fuse our good miner? 8, 10... Except for you. Yeah, it was Fuse. I want him to... No, I guess... Yeah, that works out, because I wanted growing as second. Well, I thought Eldros was Fuse. I'm getting all confused! Fuse, you're a primary hauler. Primary hauler. Run, Fuse, run! What are you doing, Fuse? Oh, I thought he was puking, but he's eating food. Alright, Fuse is gonna pick up everything. I like it. Eldros, you might want to like run some laps or something later. And George, you're a very pretty woman. I can't believe somebody puked there. That's really gross. I don't want to play this game anymore. I'm just kidding. I totally want to play. Alright, this is... There we go. Now it's on high. I thought it was on high. And as they open up these doorways, we do have plenty of wood. We had to clear this stuff out, so we should have plenty of wood for making things. You know what? Let's do this for right now. Just focus on those two rooms. People are sleeping all the time, it feels like. They made the days longer. Not like adding an extra hour, but changing how long the day was overall in the game cycle. And I think it was a pretty good balance. It seemed to be just as much day as it was night. I guess like each hour is just a little bit longer. So it works out. Hurry up, guys. 6H. Go. See that? They all got up. They're so good. We landed. No, we are not naming that. We landed. We are naming it... Epic Town. Oh, awesome. Epic Town of Awesome. Yes, I love it. There's a lot of steel here, which takes a little bit longer to dig through. Slate is kind of easy. Not as easy as like limestone or sandstone, but definitely easier than granite, which we don't have a whole lot of around here. I think granite's the darker. That's a steel wall. We could definitely tear that down. I think this is granite. Nope. It's granite. 900 hit points. See that? Takes forever. But it looks like this is predominantly slate, though, so we should be good. Alright. Furniture. Bed. And you can rotate things with like Q and E. It shows you that right there. That's how I know it. Because the game told me. You can't rotate doors, but it'll automatically align them to the surfaces. The surfaces. We're gonna have so much steel, it's gonna be ridiculous. Ridiculous! Alright, notification blue. They also added the name to this, so now you can see it's a visitor without hovering over it. If you left click it, you get this window. You right click it, that envelope disappears. Combo? I don't want to capture anybody. That's usually something you would do. If somebody came over and you liked their stats or whatever, you would just yoink them. And then their tribe would get mad at you and want to fight, and then you'd cry. You know, it's pretty standard. Pretty standard game mechanic. Now, there's a bed here, and they won't take it because these little mats have their name on it. So that you can do one of two things. You can either delete the mat and just let whoever pick whatever, or you can actually set the owner. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the owner of this room to be my cook, and this room to be my crafter. And the crafter person that I have is 311. So it looks like Elderos' room right here. So I can change this owner to Eldros, and then he'll go sleep there. And I can delete this. Alright, he's praying or doing something dirty. One of the two. And who's our cook? Fuse. Yeah, it looks like Fuse is our cook. Excuse me. Oh, that's a popcorn. So this is Fuse's bed. So what I'll do is I'll set this one as a medical bed, just in case bad things happen. Okay, see ya. He's leaving. And then of course George will get the last room. And we're gonna need to dig out another room. I just realized that. Just in case we get prisoners. You know what? I'm not gonna dig out the prisoner room right there. I'm gonna dig out the prisoner room right here. I think we could do that. This would be good. I might need to... You know, I'll leave this as a... no, you know what? Yeah, I'll dig it out here too, but I won't connect the doorway yet. And this will be the medical room. We'll go down one more. Like that. Yeah, we don't want to go that far. Like 9 levels. It's pretty much the safest to go. Pausing the game. Red envelope means something bad. Local wild boar has gone mad. It will attack everyone it sees. Jump to location. A good way to identify it is to mark it for hunt. And we don't have a hunter. But as you can see, this turkey is forever and a day away from our base. So let's let them get a little bit closer before we make people respond. Everybody's like that. We'll draft them and set them up over here. Once they get over there, there we go. Alright, Fuse has a handgun, Elderos has a knife. Oh yeah, alright, Fuse, get to have some fun, or Elderos, you get to have some fun. Melee that boar. And release those guys. Oh yeah, stab him. Okay, you're good. You're done. Bye, see ya. Yeah, you can't give them like attack commands unless they're drafted. So you always draft them first. You can also like reset their task or whatever they're currently doing if you draft them and then undraft them immediately. That clears their template or their queue. Oh wait, I don't want to do that yet. Let's let them finish this. Prisoner rooms are very important, and they're very important for several reasons. First of all, when you get a prisoner, you usually either want to recruit them or execute them or harvest them for whatever. But if you want to recruit them, you want them to be happy. So the prisoner rooms must be nice. It's a requirement. It is a requirement. So let's just haul these things in the hallway. because they're going to slow him down. And Fuse is pretty much dedicated hauler, so that's not going to hurt my feelings if he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. Cargo pod. Oh, nice. Jump to location. Oh, free meat. Haha, that's going to go bad. So let's go ahead and claim it. And this would probably be a good time to set up some power so we can get a cook stove going so that meat doesn't go to waste. Let's put it right. I want to be able to just throw it up without worrying about anything. There's that. And then we'll just bring that down. Then we'll go to production, cook stove, rotate that puppy around, put it right there. We can tear it all down later. I gotta sleep. Why do you gotta sleep right now? Because meat will spoil in 19.8 days? 19.8? Oh, it's frozen. Oh, it's because it's so cold outside. I didn't even think about that. Might want to throw those walls up now so my dudes aren't freezing to death. Now you'll notice that the conduit wall is gone. That's because you can run these through walls now, so it's not really that big of a deal. So let's bring you up to right there, and bring you over to right there. And then we'll come, I think 9 ought to do it. 8. Let's go 8. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. You know what? Let's do that. I like that idea. Alright, that's what you gotta do. Building power! And what I'll do is I'll set this bill right here. Add bill, simple meal, details. Do until you have 250. However, comma, only use meat. So if anybody's a vegetarian, they're screwed. Actually, you know what? Let's do not human meat. No, thank you. Instead of doing that, let's do until you have 15. That should keep our cook pretty busy for a while. Definitely gonna need more wood. Yeah. All right, let's dig in now for this and this. This will go into the kitchen, and this will go into the freezer. Yes. Actually, let's do that. That kind of works for me. That kind of works for me. Let's just go ahead and delete these right there. That works. Which means I don't need those. I like it. Okay. I'll explain what I'm doing here in a second. Actually, I don't need that middle one. And I can scoot this one over one. Cargo pod again. Let's see what this one says. I could deal with some leather. We could make some pretty nice stuff with the leather, so let's grab that. Oh, it's pretty far away. That's alright. Fuse has got long legs. He's a sprinter.
He likes running.
I think we got a pretty good start so far. You know what? Let's go ahead and whiplash this puppy, and we'll call it the end of episode 1. And remember, if you want to get on the list of names, yeah, there's nothing you can actively do. You just feel free to be a little more active in the comments and likes and shares and stuff like that. You'll get up on the engagement list, which is what I'm going to use from now on, because I think that kind of rewards my active viewers, which those are the ones I appreciate, because you know with their help, my video gets out there a little bit faster, and ultimately that's what I like. I like getting my videos out there because interaction with you guys is my favorite part of this. And if there's no interaction, this kind of feels like I'm wasting my time. I know I'm not, because there's a bunch of guys out there who enjoy me who just never communicate with me in any way, shape, or form because they hate me, you know, and I understand. I understand. I want you guys to build that first. Go build those things first. Build those things first. I need more wood. No, yes, no, no, yes, no. You can do it. Build, build, build. After this, we'll close it out. Come on, you can do it. Is this inside yet? Are you serious? Are you out of wood or something? Chop that. Eclipse. Of course, Eclipse kills your power. And it says I need batteries, which I'm going to put right here. I'll put the batteries right there. Of course, if they blow up, it'll be redonk. Eldros, cut down that tree, and then you can go to bed. And then Fuse. Cannot prioritize, he's not a constructor. Fuse, be a constructor. Eldros, constructicize it. And then you can go back to bed. Do what I say. Boom, alright. Now this is inside, as you can see over here. It says inside. 32 degrees. So it's freezing in here. Alright, that's enough! Quit recording, Garth. God! Alright, I'll see you guys in the next episode.